Islam and wow, we are flying, man.
ولو حطوا بدرب النار بدمع عيني أطفيها
here from Iraq. The gentleman who helped us with those, again, you'll see that the huge calligraphy on that is actually, I believe, from originally Iraq.
Yeah.
So it really, again, a really special architecture piece. Yeah?
Her
name is Zuha.
Yeah. No, not Zuha. I think there's a different.
صح صح صح
exactly. I wish I had my notes here. Now I'm feeling really bad that I don't have some notes.
تقدرون تصلون صلاة التراويح هني؟
إن شاء الله.
لازم تشوفوا المسجد تحفة معمارية من داخل، فأنصحكم يعني تمرون. وفي تطوع لو تبون، لأن 2000 صائم يفطرون هني كل يوم، فإحنا دايما نتطوع ونساعدهم في الوجبات قبل الفطور.
Northwestern University. So this is all about communications. So you guys are familiar with Northwestern. This is the university. It's been here for the last 10 years. Again, if you guys have the opportunity and you're interested while you're here, we can get you into some of the universities, into the buildings, if you'd like to learn more about some of them. Georgetown University, policy. Again, some incredible graduates coming out of that university. And within that university, they also have UCL. The UCL stands for College of London, University College of London, I believe it is. Yes. On your left-hand side here, you've got Sidra Medicine. So this is, again, a mixture of a hospital, but also a research institution, and something that is focusing on women and children right now, and a lot of different things. On the left-hand side here, you'll see Qatar National Library. So this is our national library for the state. We have within it a heritage collection, which we're really, again, it's a really special thing. If you'd like to go down and see the heritage collection, highly recommend it. You can walk from your facility. So all of this, we're kind of driving around Education City, but to walk to the library would take you probably 10 minutes. And we'll walk very close to the library tonight when we do our icebreaker session.
يعني بعد تحفة معمارية الحين بتشوفونها من برا. What is it that?
And you know what? I'm going to bring my notes up so that I can tell you. I know you're going to ask me that.
وايل كورنيل جامعة الطب. المكتبة لو تشوفونها هي على شكل كتاب.
مفتوح. صح. كتاب.
حلو. كتاب مفتوح. كتاب حلو. شلون فكرة حلوة.
مشي. كنا مستوقفين من الاستاد ولا يتغاوى
يعني المسجد لما تقرب منه غريب. انت شفته من ورا مدور بس
شفته من هنا كنا استاد
بس الجنوب لا.
اي صح.
نعم عوالنا. انت مع بالك ملعب.
بالبداية عملنا ملعب.
استاد الحين بتشوفونه في استاد المدينة التعليمية بعد حق كأس العالم. الحين بنمر عليه تفضل.
All right, so then we've got Carnegie Mellon University. Up here you've got Texas A&M, where all of the engineers are coming out right now. 60% of the students coming out of their graduates are women, which we're very proud of.
كل شيء بعدين نجي والله نمشي مشي.
ستودنت سنتر يعني الملتقى هاي اهم شيء عندكم بيكون قريب من السكن تمشون له في الليل الجو حلو. في سوبر ماركت، في مطاعم، في بولينج، في جيم، في فوتبول كورت. بتقدرون تمشون لليل. يعني الحين احنا لفينا من ورا بس هو قريب من الاكوموديشن.
Alrighty, so here's some interesting facts. So Education City, where you are right now, is 4 times the size of Central Park in New York City. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're dealing with here. And again, for those interested, Ruthena can pass this around. You can kind of get a little bit of a feeling of where we are as we drive. If you're interested, we can give that to you afterwards. The person who created the whole master plan for Education City, Arata Isozaki, and again, if you're familiar, he was actually someone who this year won the Pritzker Prize for the, it's like essentially the Architectural Nobel Prize. So he was the one who created Education City and the master planning for Education City. He worked on this back in 2000 to 2004 and establishing the whole vision for the city. And then personally, he designed Medbay, which is Cornell University building, which also was part of, again, his professional highlights, and Penrose building, which we'll see up here on the side.
عملنا في التخرج وفي الشتاء يكون في الفارمرز ماركت، شيء يشبه عندكم في الكويت. ايوه. هني الجرين سباين.
Green spine on the left-hand side. And here, that the building that you see in front of us, this is the headquarters for Qatar Foundation. So this is where, again, the main core of the team for Qatar Foundation sit. But then everyone else is spread across Education City, depending on which building or which part of the city that they're working on, whether education research or some of our centers as well. Alrighty, so here we've got, I want to make sure, the names of all the buildings have just changed, which is actually helpful. This is Penrose. So here on your left-hand side, or your right-hand side, I should say, is Penrose building, and inside we've got Hamad bin Khalifa University. We also have something for translation, our Translation Institute, which again, people who are wanting to become translators, they want to actually do that from a professional point of view. This is a school that you can go to actually be that. And you can use that in absolutely every aspect, I would say, of your life, including sport. On the next building here, you've got Virginia Commonwealth University, and the name of the building is called Canvas. Again, a lot of these buildings are architectural buildings in and themselves, and so the reason that they have all been named is because we have sometimes multiple universities that are within some of these buildings. So we wanted to give them an iconic name that people could refer to them, and again, they live here essentially while they're going to school. The exciting thing about Education City is we also have community classes after school hours. So this is a city that kind of is always open to the community. So it's not just for the students that are coming here. It's not just for the state of Qatar. It's for anyone who wants to come and enjoy the facilities. You'll see right now our tram is just being finished. So we've got a tram that's going to be able to take everyone throughout the city of Education City, and it's linked to our metro. So if you guys are aware, the metro just opened up a couple days ago on the 8th of May, which is taking people from Al-Wokra. Yeah, it's exactly Al-Wokra to, again, the West Bay, and then to the other side. This, we've got, again, a lot of universities here, but we also start at a very young age as well. So this is Qatar Academy, and Qatar Academy is for children. Our children start as early as 6 months old in the daycare facilities, but then they go all the way up to our academic bridge program. So it takes them up to 18 years old. So people who want to come, again, whether they're living in Qatar, they can come and they can go to school here. They can take their education all the way through the Qatar Academy system, and then graduate and go through the partner universities. There we go.
الهالستاد تنعكس، بيكون في نفس صفايح تنعكس عليها أشعة الشمس فتعطي ألوان. بيشيل 40,000 متفرج. كل الجهة اللي هي ورا مكان كبير مثل غطا، هاي الشقب حق الخيل. المكان أسسه الأمير الوالد الشيخ خالد بن خليفة سنة 1992 حق الخيول. بعد يعني تحفة فنية، أتمنى أن تقدرون تروحون تشوفونه.
So we, as Budina just mentioned, we've got Al Shagab for our Arabian horses, and Chef's Garden, which is that way. We'll drive around though, yeah. Are we driving?
Can you go to Metaf?
Can we go to Metaf? Can we just keep on going around?
في متحف هني موجود حق الفن العربي بس.
About the genius kids, do you have something here for them?
We've got actually a school that's going to be opening up in September called Akademiyati, and that's a school. it's a forward-thinking school. So it's a school where you can really learn at a completely different way of learning. But we also have another school called the Qatar Academy of Science and Technology, CAST. And again, it's a school for kids who want to learn in a much more organic way.
What about the genius one? You send them abroad, huh?
Genius ones we send abroad? No, we keep everyone here. We don't send anyone, do we?
There is some.
We don't like to send people abroad.
7-10 years, very genius.
Mashallah, I need to hear about these kids and where they go. Where did they get sent to?
I think they sent them to the state. There is a university. Accept them.
Really? Well, maybe before, but I can tell you right now, the ecosystem that is Education City is really making sure that, again, this is not just for Qatar, this is really for the region, that we can keep the talent, again, learning within the region and staying kind of close to home rather than going abroad. Good question though.
In this region, there is no university special or good study for the genius ones. They are applied.
Let's talk afterwards. I'd like to chat about that. Yeah. No. I'm really interested to hear actually. So yes, within on the left-hand side, we've got Education City Golf Course, which again is sustainable in itself. It was built with environmental sustainability in mind to make sure that, again, in a desert, when you've got a lot of green grass, you want to make sure that you do it in a way that that makes sense. And so the facility is set up so that people can learn how to play golf, and if they already know how to play golf, they can also expand their skill. There are 3 courses, and I should know this, but I don't actually. There's 3 courses. There's a 3-hole, a 6, or I think it's a 6, a 9, and a 18. And again, they want to make sure that no matter your ability, and actually we have a ladies only part of the golf course. So if ladies want to go and they want to learn and they want to kind of be within their own space, there's a whole area specifically focused for ladies development of golf as well. So that's at the Education City Golf Course. On our left-hand side here, you'll see متحف
متحف الفن العربي المعاصر. يعني أعتقد في العالم العربي يمكن هاي المتحف الوحيد اللي بس حق فنانين عرب، وأغلب اللوحات مودرن. الصراحة يعني يستحق إن أنتم تروحون له. إذا في اليوم عندكم وقت بتكونون فاضيين من 7 ل 9 تقدرون تسوون أي شيء، فيعني أنصحكم تروحون المكتبة وتروحون المتحف وتروحون المسجد. يعني هاي أهم 3 أشياء لازم تروحون لها.
المسجد
يعني بعد الفطور ان شاء الله بيكون بسيط. اي شيء تبون تروحونه في الانفورميشن تسالون بيقولوا لكم كل شيء، وفي باص يوديكم كل 15 دقيقه من اليوم وبكره كل 15 دقيقه اي مكان تبون.
حلو.
ايش التصرف؟ ايش التنفيذ؟
I love that you put your hand up. Yes.
There is a college for the blind people, for the
Shafallah? Al Noor
unable to
Institute?
study, the deaf people.
Yes, Shafallah and Al Noor Institute. It's not within,
مش داخل.
but it's supported by.
Because in Kuwait we don't have just high school.
Oh, really?
This is education center. You must have not handicap. What do you call it?
You know what's, well, actually, kind of picking up on what you just, the deaf, yes.
Deaf,
You know, we've recently,
blind people.
yes, how do they integrate?
For university?
You know, the big thing that we realized, and this is something fairly new that we're working on, is making sure that we have, again, what we're calling it is ability friendly, because we want to make sure that no matter your ability, whether you've got autism, whether you're deaf, whether you, depending on your need, we cater to your needs, rather than saying, no, you should go over there if this is where you fit in.
They will have a full attention for
Support. Well,
full support.
so we have the school, but one of the things that we're trying to, and again, this is new. We launched a sport program. It's for football and swimming right now, because we realized that there weren't enough sports facilities for the different abilities. So we actually put that in place. We've got a couple hundred kids that are already going through that program. And we also are training, again, very similar to the volunteers that we have here. We're training volunteers to also be one-on-one support for different kids if we want to put them into some of our existing mainstream camps or different programs. So we're trying to make sure that, you know, inclusivity is something that we're really aware of here, and we're trying to kind of, we're working on that, and I think we're making some progress, inshallah.
To be a big center, add this
Inshallah, I think it's your,
hearable, what do you call them? In
Yeah,
English,
for-
what do you call them?
for deaf.
Disabled or not?
Disabled, absolutely, yeah, for the
Disabled.
different, well, and you know, there's so many words, different abilities, right?
You mentioned education. Educate these people.
Totally agree with
They
you.
are very good, yeah.
You know what, I couldn't agree with you
But
more.
I noticed that in Kuwait, they
يا
put them
فرنسا
with
Like, yeah,
like us, the people, they could ignore.
yes,
It's difficult to translate each word from the doctor to.
100%.
So it's better they have their own college. All the cities, the countries will come here.
Yes.
They have a real bachelor degree.
You know,
Doctora.
It's something we're working on, but I think we can always do better at. So points well taken, and yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's very important. Yeah, it's,
What about the students in the different universities here?
Yeah.
Are they all from Qatar or
international.
international?
So I
They
would.
came with a scholarship or what?
So we have a lot of different financial aid and different solutions for international
That's
students.
what I want.
So I don't quote me on the exact number, but again, a large portion, I would say half of the portion is international students, and the other half are from Qatar. So we're completely open to anyone willing and interested and wanting to learn. Everyone's welcome here within our partner universities. And again, you're getting the exact same degree at our partner universities that you would get if you were going to the States to take that Georgetown degree. Or masters, again, there's the BAs, but also your masters and your PhDs. So people who have already got their BA who want to go back to school for their PhD or their masters have that opportunity.
Okay, so for example, in Kuwait, the government sent the Kuwaiti students to United States, UK
Yeah.
for studying.
They can-
Still here in Qatar, do they send the students to these countries, or only they study here?
No, I think the thing with Qatar is that they want everyone, depending on what they're interested in, to
Yeah.
have that potential to grow the way they need to. Her Highness Sheikh Moza and our current CEO, Her Excellency Sheikh Hind, they really believe that, again, people should have the option to be able to stay in the region, to be able to get the same level of education here within Qatar and within the Arab state, and still be able to have that. You know, again, you'll see here on the left-hand side, this is Shagab. So the main premise of why Shagab was established is because you've got the Arabian horse breed. And we wanted to make sure that that was something that continued to not only sustain but grow. And Marwan, which is one of our prized horses, is actually 65% of the Arabian horse bloodlines around the world can be attributed back to Marwan. And Marwan is Shagab.
كنشوف هسه.
So it's we're very proud. Again, we've got here on the left-hand side, this is our equine education. So from a very, very young age, if kids want to start learning about Arabian horses, about just horse riding in general, this is where they go and they take their equine education. So that's the main, and again, all the stables are behind it as well. But then you also have the show horses and breeding. So you've got that as another factor within Shagab. On top of that, we host international tournaments and events all throughout the year. And then further to that, we also have the Equine Veterinary Medical Center. Because we've got, again, a lot of research components into the Arabian horse from a medical point of view. And so we've got that actual specialized veterinary clinic here. And we work very closely with various institutes, not only within the region, but internationally, and have some incredible doctors here and students who are also within some of our Cornell universities or Qatar universities coming to intern here at the vet center with all the incredible horses that we have here as well. The horses aren't only stationed here in Qatar, they're also internationally. So again, that's the golf course over there, Education City Golf Course. You'll see it on the map if you want to see a good layout. Any other questions? I know we're kind of giving you just a really, the idea is that we can at least share with you guys what's here, and if you want to go see something more specific, then we can arrange for that as well if something interests you.
Well, what can I find the new Qatar museum? The new Qatar museum.
The museum?
Yes.
You mean the National Museum? The National Museum?
Yes, the National
Yes.
Museum. Well, what can I find?
That's down by the Corniche. So it's down, it's maybe 20 minutes from here?
Yeah, 25 minutes.
25 minutes from here?
The unique shape.
Yes, with the desert rose. MashaAllah.
This is designer by Zaha Hadid.
Exactly. It's incredible. And so I'm not sure, we'll talk to SC about that, but if there's some people that want to go down to the museum, I'm sure we can arrange for that. Yeah, it's
cool.
It's beautiful. And it just opened up. You can't miss it. It's iconic. Well, again, you've got the Museum of Islamic Arts beside the National Museum of Qatar.
احنا
Let's see some of our horses.
المشكلة ما عندنا وقت واللي الله الخيول يا الله.
This is English horse.
So those ones, I'm not sure if they're the thoroughbreds. They should be the Arabian horse. You can tell by the nose. It's
Yeah,
a
the
very
nose, yeah.
distinct. I can't tell.
It's Arabic بس الخيول الغالية ما تنحط برا.
You know, the important thing that we just want to share is that this is open to the community. So the reason that this was established and put here is to make sure that people can learn and they can kind of understand whatever it is that they're interested in. So whether it's an education, whether it's community. We've got, for example, the Qatar Philharmonic Orchestra. So we've got our own orchestra here, which recently we actually took it to Russia as part of the Year of Culture for Russia. And so they're a unique orchestra because they fuse the Eastern and the Western music. And it's something that, again, Her Highness really wanted to make sure that, Oman also, I don't know if we have any Omanis here. But
Another bus.
another bus, a different bus. But Oman also.
This is the arena. هاي الارينا قسم مفتوح وقسم مسكر يعني نسوي فيها مسابقات عالمية. في كان عندنا فرصة من الكويت في أكثر مسابقة.
They have kids camp happening right now. So yes, as Hussein said, we have an indoor arena and an outdoor arena.
لا
So we have a separate racetrack. So this is not for racing. Yeah.
بس
Okay, some interesting facts about Al-Shagab. So the, again, I think I would say in the Arab world, horses have occupied a very fond place just in the heart, and the tradition of the horses specifically, and the Arabian horses is something that His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, Father Emir, realized that in 1992, so this was all established as early as 1992, and again, the name Al-Shagab has a historical significance for the people of Qatar, as it takes the name from the historic battle against the Ottomans. Al-Shagab has a unique horseshoe design, so if you look at it from above, it looks like a horseshoe. And again, it has the world champions stallions here, Ghazal Al-Shagab, Al-Adid Al-Shagab, and Marwan Al-Shagab. And we house here 400 horses within 1 million square meters. Just to give you an idea of the space that we're looking at. And again, up here on the left-hand side, we're back to where you guys are staying, which is the student housing. We've got student housing. This is where you're staying is the male student housing, but within the male student housing, we also have the family housing and the facilities that you guys are staying in. But we also have a completely separate female housing. So for those who wish to have, again, living in the female housing, they have that option as well. But families are also living here, so people who come with their families who want to do their masters or PhDs, their whole family will come here and live within the family accommodation. And then we didn't really talk too much about it because we passed, but we've got Oxygen Park. And Oxygen Park is something that we'll walk through as we go to the icebreaker and the team meeting tonight. You'll get to see Oxygen Park, and it's again in the shape of a figure eight.
المناطيد اللي هي ليتات هاي كلها داخل الاكسجين بارك، وهي بالضبط جنب الاكوموديشن اللي انتم قاعدين فيه. فلما اليوم بتمرون عليه عشان السيشن اللي بتاخذونه، وبتمشون للستودنت سنتر، يعني اتوقع خاص بتدلون الطريق. بالضبط جنب الاكوموديشن الاكسجين بارك والستودنت سنتر. الحين هذا الستودنت سنتر اللي في وجهنا الستودنت سنتر، وعلى اليمين
والله وين الجمعية يا شيخ؟
جيم ولا وين؟
هاي المكان اللي قدامك في الجمعية، اصلا اليوم بيخلونكم تروحون لمشي هالمكان. هذه الاكسجين بارك فيها ممرات حق الخيول يجون يدخلونهم من الشقب، وفي تحت يعني الحديقة فيها ليفل، تحت بتشوفون فيها مكان حق ملاعب رملية، فولي بول، ملعب فوتبول.
Okay, guys, we're going to do a final picture before we get off the bus. Hussein and Amy's first tour. We hope you enjoyed the tour. We hope you come back again soon. Are you ready? Ready to see?
يعني باش امرو بروجي كرناوي مساعي جاي الوکرة اما شوكو جروبي هرمي كردستان باش دارين دو شو يا كرناوي
Regarding our workers, which is we celebrated during الوكرة 8 million working hours without accidents for the workers, and we have a specific department that's working closely with the workers among our
حلو حلو.
اعطواني شنو؟ والله عليك يسلم رجليك اول فاول.
We have another one. We have another one.
Just give that one also.
Oh.
Go there.
لما يصيروا اخر شيء بس حصه وحده انا طعميا.
Yeah, no perfect, no perfect.
Me.
No, not the price. It's related to sports held in Qatar.
How much?
This horse related to an event.
Its prizes.
Related to Sheikh Mohammed. You understood what? I gave you some clues now.
It belongs to Sheikh.
This horse performed during Asiad. Do you remember 2006 December Asiad? Mohammed climbed the torch and he lit the torch.
Yes.
This is that horse.
Hello.
You know that video? Have you seen that video? No.
No. I didn't understand.
The Asiad, the torch.
Let's dance.
The torch, climbing on this horse and climbed the tower.
L'ouverture ou là?
You can see that video.
I see it.
You have seen that video.
I didn't see, but I understood what you mean. So therefore, this horse is special.
Hey. Hey, horsey. Oh, hey. Hey. وع الشعر يا الله وع الشعر. مع القذلة. قطارة. Hello. Say hello to the camera. Say hello. يلا تعالوا. يلا. هنا منك على السريع خذ لي صورة يلا.
صدق اكون؟ اي والله.
انا عبالي السوق واقطع كلهم قاعدين.
لازم اخذ صور هيك.
جفاه مرقده وبكاه ورحم عوده مطلق جفاه مرقده وبكاه ورحم عوده حيران القلب معذبه مقروح الجفن مسهده يستهوي الغرق توه ويذيب الصخرة نهوده وينادي النجم ويتعبه ويقيم الليل ويقوده الحسن حلفت بيوسفه والسورة أنك مفرده وتمنت كل مقطعة يدها لو تبعث تشهده. الله